Hello, men, women, and 12-year-olds who make up the comment section on YouTube. I'm Mr. Reeds, and today we'll be reading Harry Potter Becomes a Communist by Hardcore Kami on Fanfiction.net. Chapter 1, The New Harry. Author's Note.
I don't own HP. JKR does, but it should be owned by the stat cause privacy property is evil, lol. Workers of the world, unite! If you flam, you have false consciousness.
Harry, you look different, said Hermione as I joined her and Ron in a compartment on the Hogwarts Express. I suppose I did. I was wearing a Ushanka with a red star, a Che Guevara t-shirt, and brown-lined glasses. I had grown a scruffy beard and had had my scar changed from a lightning bolt to a hammer and sickle.
Why are you wearing a shirt with that murderer on it?
Asked Hermione as I sat down. He's not a murderer, he's a soldier, I explained. I'd be offended, but I know you've been brainwashed by the bourgeoisie capitalist establishment. You're suffering from false consciousness.
What's false consciousness?
Asked Ron curiously. I knew he would be more open to communist ideas because he was part of the proletariat, whereas Hermione was part of the bourgeoisie intelligentsia. False consciousness is when people think communism is bad, I explained. Since communism is good, it means they're obviously insane.
Harry, are you a communist?
Asked Hermione in a quiet voice. I could tell she was scared, probably of losing her private property. As a matter of fact, I am, I said, knowing I had nothing to be ashamed of. Uncle Vernon was complaining about communists one day, and I decided that anyone hated by Uncle Vernon couldn't be that bad. So I read the Communist Manifesto and discovered how the world really worked.
But,
said Hermione at a loss for words.
President Reagan said that Soviet Union was the evil empire. He wouldn't have said that if it weren't true.
I signed, wondering if Hermione was too deep in false consciousness to ever come around to the correct way of thinking. Well, that was Chapter 1, The New Harry, of Harry Potter Becomes a Communist. Strap in, children, because this thing is 93 chapters long, and I intend to read all of them. And before I continue, if this were on any site other than fanfiction.net, I'd see it as some lowbrow attempt at satire. But it's fanfiction.net. I guarantee these are totally accurate viewpoints of the author. I guarantee this is exactly how the guy feels. Well, see you whenever I get bored and decide to record the second chapter. Mr. Reeds has read.